Hey everybody, welcome to Life Behind the Cover. I'm Taylor, and today I think this is going to be my first nano vlog, but I think I'm starting it a little bit before because I want to tell you guys a little bit about my nano project. I did have a whole script for this video, which got deleted somehow, so that's really fun. So instead, I have written down random things and hopefully it makes sense at the end. And also I have a 12-minute timer on it because my pizza's going to be done and I'm too hungry to not eat it when it's done. If you can hear my bird in the background, that's because she hates me. Oh, I've already started my story. I'm about 50K in. Everything is already planned. I know that traditionally you're supposed to start a new novel in Nanowrimo. I really want to finish my novel, so I'm not starting a new book. Do you have a problem? I think it will take another 50K words or so to finish my book, so I'm hoping I can do it in November. That's my goal, to finish my book. I'm writing YA fantasy, which is what I always write. I checked on my pizza, it's going very well. Thank you for asking. I've never won a NaNoWriMo yet. I have what I call the NaNoWriMo curse, where something always happens during NaNoWriMo or right before, where I get like super sick. The last time I tried a NaNoWriMo, I broke my arm. If I can find the picture, I will put it in here. And so I could not type that year. This year, I think the curse has already struck because my kitten, Artemis, I don't see him anywhere, knocked a pop onto my computer and broke it. So I just had to shell out way too much money for a new gaming computer so that I can also use it for this nano. So hopefully nothing happens to this nano and I can just fucking finish it. I want my book to be finished so bad. In my mind, I'm already editing it and thinking about things that I want to be adding and themes that I want to make a little clearer, stuff like that. So I have like a huge compendium of all the things that I want changed, but I'm not letting myself edit right now. Today is the 30th of October, so it's not nano yet, but I'm very excited for it and I hope I do really well. So after this, I am going to probably start day one of my nano vlog. Who's the sleepy guy? Duke. It's done. Hey everybody, welcome to NaNoWrimo day one. I won't be writing for quite a while because today I have a whole Halloween party to do with my nephew. It's hard because it's the first day of NaNoWrimo, but also like he didn't get to go trick-or-treating, so we're doing a day of Halloween stuff for him. So I woke up early to do a skull on my face, hopefully. I'm not that great at makeup, so we'll see where it goes. So I don't even know what I'm going to squeeze in writing today, which is not a great way to start NaNoWrimo, but let's see where it goes. How are you? I got 200 words before anybody could come. Am I super close? I bet that I am because I zoomed in to see my... Anyways, alright, 200 words, that's where I'm at. Okay. You know, this is me trying to tell you that you are a gift under the tree and him not listening at all. You didn't like it so much. Hello, Darth Vader.
You will be destroyed! Yeah. You will be destroyed!
Okay, if you hit the camera though, real problems. Oh my god! Are you sure this isn't your video? Okay, hopefully this works because I did not set up this camera in any meaningful way. I'm still doing the Halloween party and stuff, and so I've not gotten a lot of writing. I'm literally moving in this chair as I'm talking. Okay, I'm at about 700 words, which isn't great. It's not where I'd want to be on a normal day, but on a day like today where I am doing activities all day, it's pretty good. And so we are going to watch The Haunted Mansion, and while we're watching it, I'm going to try to get in a few words.
There's a big spider!
Oh, look at you, such a big laptop. So impressive. We're all very impressed.
Don't yell for a second! Okay, people are talking in the background. I have not done any more writing since I last checked in, and I redid my makeup because my mom told me I looked like a bat with one ear. But now my computer's charged again, so I'm going to try to do more, and we finished the Haunted Mansion. We're going on to the first Twitches now. Really? Okay. I'm in my car, okay? I'm waiting to go pick up my friend who is just finished work and she's gonna come and join us. I don't know if we're gonna still do anything Halloween-y. I don't know what we're gonna watch. I think I might try to convince her to watch Hamilton. That said, I did finish my words for the day. I'm at just over 2,000, so it's really good. And I ended at a scene where I know exactly where I want to start tomorrow, so that's also good. Also, while I was watching Twitches, my mom told me that I looked like a bat with one ear. I don't know how she got it. And then oh God, it's bad, guys. I don't look good. I don't know if I ever looked good, but I certainly don't look good now. I thought I looked like a skeleton this morning, though. So, I don't fucking know. So I'm done my words for the day. Alright, so I have talked a couple of times throughout the day, but it was really loud here, so I don't know how much you guys heard. We watched 3 movies today. We did arts and crafts. It was a really fun day. Thankfully, while we were watching movies, I decided to do some writing, and I got 2,000 words done. I think right like towards the end of the Twitches movie, which was our second movie. So I did do the words for the day, and thank God I decided to do them while we were watching a movie, because if I had to do them now at like 9 o'clock at night, I would not be up for it. I'm so tired. So like, good first day overall. Now I need to go wipe this off of my face because I've been wearing it for more than 12 hours and I'm feeling it. Good morning. Welcome to Nanowrimo day 2. So it is 11 o'clock in my car. It says 12 because in my car it says 12 because daylight savings time, but it is 11 and I haven't done any writing today because well, I had an allergy appointment at 8:30, or so I thought. I did not have an allergy appointment at 8:30. I got here and I texted them and I was like, I'm here waiting in the car, whatever. And they were like, yeah, your appointment is like in an hour and a half. So I woke myself up at like 7:30 when I didn't have to. Went home, did nothing for 30 minutes, came back, and got an allergy and a breathing test. And it turns out that I'm allergic to everything I assumed I was allergic to, and my breathing is like real bad. Really quickly, still haven't written. I just got home from grocery shopping where I bought way too much because I was way too hungry. So I just ate lunch. It's like 12:30. And I'm finally gonna get started on writing. And I don't want to because I'm tired, but here we go anyway. Okay. I finished my words for the day. It is, I don't know if you can, 3 o'clock. So, took me a couple of hours, but I also took a break in there to help my nephew do his French homework. So I'm gonna stop. I'm at like 1,700 words-ish. I'm gonna stop and try to edit the part of the vlog that was yesterday. Gypsy Rose. Hello, how are you? How are you? Guys, it's day 3. It's almost 1 o'clock, so I haven't vlogged at all yet. I spent the morning laying in bed watching like YouTube videos. I'm just not feeling very well at all. I haven't written yet. I'm going to try to write now even though I'm in my bed. And I will update you guys if I can get to the full goal for today. I'm hoping that I can. And I don't know how much I'll vlog today. Okay, so obviously we're way over the goal today, which feels awesome. It's still, the bar still isn't full here because when you fill it up, it says do 50% more. And so I did 50% more. And now it says do 2 times your goal, which I am not doing here today. And I'm just hoping I'll feel better tomorrow. I am not going to write today. I'm probably going to watch Assassination Classroom after I eat dinner. So thanks for stopping by. Hey, I also got a 5K badge. That feels good.
When it's finished, God willing, we'll be the 4th.
Go ahead, Sharon. What? Well, then go. This is. Look at that sweet guy. I don't know how close I look because I'm outside and I've never shot this shot before. It's day 5 of NaNoWrimo. I feel like I've been bad at vlogging lately. I've been sick for a few days, like pretty sick. And also I've been watching the election quite a bit. and just spending time with my family. Hi, Nala! Who's my pretty girl? Always take a break for your cats. So while I've been slacking at vlogging, specifically because I'm not feeling well and it's quite boring to see somebody writing in their bed, I've not been slacking at Nanowrimo. Every day I've met my target or beyond. So, total words today, I've finished writing to my goal, which is the traditional like 1667, right? Hi! So overall, everything is going really, really well with Nano. I don't know if it's weird to say, like, because I've never won a Nano, but I feel really, really good still. I'm still motivated. I want to finish my book. So I'm just excited. So I'm sorry I haven't been vlogging super much these past couple days, but you'll get to see me doing some amount of writing in between that. And I'll try to keep you guys updated now that I'm feeling better. It's Nanowrimo day 6. Feel awful. Still super sick. Cut to me yesterday being like, I feel great. Yeah, no I don't. I don't feel great and I don't feel motivated. So it's already 6 o'clock at night and I haven't done anything. I've laid in my bed sad and sick all day. But I'm going to try to write while I watch something and hopefully that is going to help. And I'll let you guys know if I, manage to finish my word count. Hey, good morning everyone. It's day 7. I did not check in last night, but I did write over 2,000 words, so still good. I finished at 9 o'clock at night, but, words are words. Today is going to be a harder day because I have agreed to 2 things. I have agreed to playing D&D for the first time, and I have agreed to being the Dungeon Master for the first time, so that's happening today. I haven't gotten any writing done. I'm doing a lot of research. Really, I'm trying to make sure I know everything, so I don't know how long that's going to go on for. I'm probably going to have to write late again.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. The bells on bobtail ring, they make our spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight.
Okay.
Jingle bells, jingle bells,
I have fallen off the vlogging bandwagon, that's for sure. But I have a lot of stuff to talk about my book and where I'm at right now. Things that are like exciting, but also things have changed, so I'll get into it. It doesn't matter. But it is November 15th today. And so I thought that a fun thing to do would be to look at all of my Nanowrimo stats that they have on their page because it's pretty cool. One of my favorite parts about it is the graph. So while I have not been vlogging, I've been doing a lot of writing and I am ahead. The problem is I have decided to change something about my story. I found that we found out the twist a little too early in my outline and then we kind of meandered for 2 chapters, not doing anything about it necessarily. And so I switched it. I decided I don't want those 2 chapters. I want it to happen a different way, which is all fine and has been fine until today when I'm writing it down and I'm now at the point where I do want that twist to happen and I just don't know how it's going to go down exactly. Because the way that we would get from there to the end point is now changed because I changed how we got to the place that we're at now. I hope that makes sense. Obviously, it's probably difficult to make sense of, but that's the best I can do. I'm sitting here literally about to write what happens. Like, literally about to write what happens. And I just stopped right before so I could talk to you guys, mostly because it is 10:30 at night and I have to get this done. And also because I don't know what to do next. If I have my character like push the climax up, which is essentially this happens and then the climax happens, it makes sense for my character and my book. It just feels rushed to me. And then we don't have a lot of time for like darkest moment kind of stuff, if that makes sense. And we don't have time for a lot of logistics explaining stuff like that, which is fine, I guess. I expected my book to be a little bit longer. Like if I do it right now, I don't know how long it'll be, but say it's like 10K more words, we would be at 90K, which I guess is good enough because I know I'm going to add words in editing. I just don't know. The weird thing is that the book has stayed nearly essentially the same. Like it is really, in spirit, like no different than what I've written. It is basically the same plot points. They're just happening a little bit differently, and like a little spaced differently. But I'm having so much trouble trying to think of how I want to jump from this point to the climax, because we're like rising to the climax right now. I mean, I kind of feel like we have been for a while, but like this is like, what is it called? Converge was the word I'm looking for. Like all the plots are converging. Every like part of the plot has come to a head. All of the subplots have come to a head. So we've leading up to the big climax. I just don't fully know how to get there. I don't know if I want it to go directly into there, or if I want to like stop and have them make plans. Like I don't know what I want to do yet, and it's really, really weird, because I didn't expect to go off outline. Anyway, that's probably a lot of rambling. That's where I'm at right now. Also, I know I said I was going to do this weekly. Obviously I'm not, because it is November 15th and I have not been vlogging. I was sick and then I injured myself and couldn't get out of bed, so I didn't do any vlogging. We're changing that now, but what I'm going to do instead is just do a whole November long thing, of all like my writing progress. I mean, I know it's stupid, but I'm also like, what if I finish before Nanowrimo and I don't get to finish Nanowrimo? Which is the stupidest thing I've ever thought, but I'm thinking it, so I don't know. Maybe it's like an emotions thing, like maybe I'm not ready to finish it. Even though I know I'm going to edit it and it's going to have to, it needs serious edits. It's trash. I don't know, it's been years and years trying to make this thing, so maybe it feels crazy that I'm getting so close to the climax. I don't know. Okay, let's talk stats. Okay, this always gives me trouble with screens. I just know that this will too, and also I'm literally holding this in my hands, so let's talk about my Word document first. Don't read that. That is a spoiler. Okay, there we go. So this is my total for my Word document right now. Like I said, I started before Nanowrimo, so I'm at 80K. This is my Nanowrimo total so far. So I'm ahead of the game, but we'll talk about that when I get to my chart. This is how many words I wrote today. Could have written more if I, could have made sense of my plot. 7 days in a row, got a streak. So let's go down to here first. This is my word count per day. And as you see, 2 days when I was really sick, I did nothing. The rest of these, even some look really low, but like today looks low, but it's over 2,000. So my lowest is this one, and that was still above the goal besides the 2 days, right? So this is my favorite part. This shows where I'm at. You can see this is where I was sick, and I was lucky enough that it was these 2 days that I was already ahead. So I didn't really go down that much, and it was fairly easy to catch up on. I think I caught up on it over a 2 day period. So we're halfway through, and I'm more than halfway done. So I'm at 29K essentially, right? And I should be at just over 25K. I feel like proud of myself that I've stayed with it every day of this that I could, and that I'm doing really well, and that I'm ahead of schedule. All that I feel great about. I still have to kind of figure out the next part of where I want things to go, because I think once I do, I could be done my book in 2-3 days. That's fucking wild. Oh my god. Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
So not a whole lot of updates since y'all last saw me.
Alright, it is day 17 of Nanowrimo. It is 9:30 at night. I have not done any writing. I had planned to do it during a Kate Kavanaugh live stream, and she was live streaming sprints, which is one of my favorite ways to write right now. Like, I've been loving it. The problem being I decided to sleep through that. And then when I was woken up, it was like time for dinner, and then it just became 9:30. I don't know. I'm going to write right after I talk here, but I did want to update on my writing process, I guess. When I last talked to you guys, I was trying to figure out which way I wanted to progress forward to the climax, right? Which was new for me because I had already outlined a way to get to the climax, but as I was writing it, I realized it wasn't working for me, right? I think that the answer came fairly easily because it had to be kind of like, there was kind of two options for me, right? And it kind of had to be a mix of the two. I think that would be the only way that it makes sense in my book. And once I started actually forcing myself to write, it became pretty clear that that's what was going to happen. It couldn't be one or the other because they were both too extreme. And with my character being how she is, she was definitely not going to like put off, you know, the battle. I don't want to give too many details, but I also had to take time for evaluation and like communication within the group and stuff like that. Like that was all needed as well, because diving into the conflict without having any of that would have given it less weight, I feel. So here's the thing. I don't know how many words it's going to take or how long it's going to take me, but it has become increasingly clear that I will not be writing to the end of November, which is like an amazing thing in a lot of ways, and like a not amazing thing in some ways for me, which is weird. I've never won a NaNoWriMo. That was like very much a goal going into this year, and I was really trying, right? For a couple of reasons, right? Number one, NaNoWrimo is this huge staple of our writing community, and being part of it is like something like incredibly uniquely special. On the other hand, I was trying to create a good writing habit for myself, because I go in and out of these ways, right? This book started years ago. I plotted this book years ago, and it's been spurts where I've added stuff, right? Like I'll have like a really good while and I'll add like 10k to it, and then it drops off. And this is all like part of learning to be like a writer, where you don't get to just write when you're feeling like you want to write. And because I decided, I made this goal for myself in September that I wanted to be finished by the new year, and I want this to be like a long-lasting thing that makes sense for me. So I need to be able to do it where it fits into my life, and I thought NaNoWrimo was a good idea to do that, because, you know, there's some amount of pressure and also camaraderie in it. There's a part of me that will feel sad if I don't get 50k in this month, even though I know that if I had a book to continue writing, I could easily do it. I'm at 30k words. I've maintained higher on almost every day by at least 2,000, except for the days when I was sick and I had to catch up. I know I'm capable of doing it. There's like also the next part that's like I've been working on this thing for what feels like forever, and to finish it, even though I know it's not finished and I know it needs to be edited, feels like insane to me. So I'm gonna write tonight. It's late now, so I'm not going to write past my word goal for today. It is what it is, right? Like, I like writing past the word goal if I can, but sometimes it's okay to just say, yeah, I want to reach the word goal, and that's like awesome that you could do that. Interestingly enough, I have it right here. I don't think I talked about doing these. I wrote letters to myself for NaNoWrimo. The thing about it is this is something like way outside of anything I would typically do. Like, letters to me don't super make sense in many ways, because I remember what I wrote. I tried to write them early, like I definitely wrote them halfway through October, but I still feel like I remember. So I wrote myself letters in case I did or didn't finish my book. And I think those are really the only important ones. I don't know, maybe that's kind of mean to myself. Like, it's hard to like, especially when you're writing a book and you're like, this is shit, but I have to just keep adding words, like there's nothing else I can do. It's hard to be proud of yourself, but like finishing a book is like a huge achievement. So I wanted to make sure that past me told present me, or the present me in the next 2 days, so like future me, knew what an accomplishment it was, right? Because me halfway through October is not the same me now, and halfway through October I thought it was a miraculous thing to be so close to finishing a draft, right? To be done or nearly done was miraculous. I've never finished a draft before. So me in October could have written something like, this is an amazing thing. Me, more than halfway through NaNoWrimo, is like, I don't love everything I'm writing right now. It needs to be changed, it needs to be fixed. I'm already thinking about edits. But I'm also trying to remember that finishing a draft is like this amazing thing. So it's really, I don't know. I probably rambled on like quite a bit about things that make no sense. Long story short, I'm going to go sit in bed and write for a little while, and then I will update you on where I'm at in my draft tomorrow. Okay, it is November 20th, which means a couple things. But I can read this letter. Here's what I wrote to myself. And it's not gonna be perfect, right? Because I'm probably done today, but we'll talk about that after. So I hear it takes 21 days to form a habit. So if you've done this right, you should nearly have a habit. Even if you only wrote 100 words a day, you'll have done something more important than 1,667 words a day. You've given yourself the skills to write every day, which will lead to more books and words written. Honestly, Nano is hard. It's okay to come up short. It's okay to be frustrated. It is definitely okay to not feel up to it. Do your best. Finish this thing strong. Only you can write your story, so go do it. Love, your past self. That was like weirdly nice to read. So now that I've done that, let's talk about what today's gonna look like. I don't know what I've been vlogging for the past 3 days because it seems like a fucking days, but I have been trying to like finish my book. 2 days ago, I started the falling action, which I thought was going to be kind of like a short chapter because my chapters tend to be long, where, you know, most things are tied off, at least for now, and, you know, the arcs and stuff end up, you know, whatever, right? Like a falling action. And my plan for my first chapter of my next book was going to be some of the direct complications and, what's it called? Consequences of what happened. And as I'm writing, I realize that's stupid and makes no sense. Because it doesn't make sense for my characters to ignore those things for a short period of time without having them, I mean, kind of glaringly change the whole dynamic, right? If that makes any sense when you don't know what I'm talking about. So the falling action is turning out to be a lot more than I thought it was going to be, which is fine. But I haven't finished my book yet. And then, so I wrote like 3,000 something words 2 days ago, so on November 18th. And then yesterday I didn't want to write it all, and I didn't, which is wild, because even when I didn't want to write, I've been writing. Nanowrimo is a means to an end. It is not the end. I don't know why. Like, if I've done Nanowrimo correctly, I would have finished a novel or a significant portion of it, right? Like, that's the goal. The goal is not to win Nanowrimo. The goal is to get a book. And I've pretty much gotten a book. I'm going to finish it today. I'm going to finish it today. And then I won't have one Nanowrimo. I'm still ahead of the word count by like 5,000 words, but I don't know. So that's one thing. The next thing being, I've worked on this book for so long. It is like such a part of me, but like it's something kind of like huge and very monumental to say that this book is done for now. And I think that's why I'm putting it up. That said, this will be my first draft that I've ever completed once I complete it today, because I will. And I hear it's like a skill that you unlock. Like the first one you do unlocks your ability to keep doing it, kind of thing, right? Like it took me like 4 years to do this one, but the next one I'll have the skills for it. And I like feel that already, even though I haven't finished. I feel that like Nanowrimo has like helped me. And surrounding myself with writers in the form of like a writing buddy, like watching writing videos, has helped me. Because I love writing, and I need to make it a more substantial part of my life, even when I don't want to write at that time. I guess it's just time to write. Holy shit. Holy shit. My camera's dying, so let's talk about this quickly. For Nanowrimo, for the 20 days, because it's the 20th, I wrote 39,395 words. I am currently 6,000 words ahead of where I would be projected if I were to finish 50k. The problem being I will not be finishing NaNoWriMo this year, obviously, because I have finished my book. Today was the day I wrote the most words. I wrote 3,477 words today, and that's because I, was clearly trying to finish. I can't believe it, honestly. It's wild to me. On my draft just period, I have 90,106 words, so we're almost at 100k, which is where I projected my book would have to be to finish. I think we're gonna get past that point because I have a lot to add in editing, but so that's where we're at right now, and I'm like, I don't know, really proud of myself, really surprised, like excited. I kind of don't know what to do now though, because I want to start editing right away, but I'm not allowed to, obviously. So really quickly, obviously I already told you what I wrote today. Here's my total words down here. Yeah, 1 day in a row. Because I took a day off, as we talked about. So here were my 2 sick days. I took a day off, which was so stupid. This was my highest word count day, and this was my second highest, both of them when I was doing the falling action, trying to finish the book. Down here, this is how much I write on average, which is cool. I think if they averaged it out for how much I wrote all the days that I did write, it would be higher, but that's fine. At this rate, I will finish on November 25th. I will not, because, you know, I don't know how this works, because I've been filling it out every time, and it doesn't have it. And I always say how I feel, too, so, yeah, I don't know the problem. This is my favorite graph, always. As you can see, like, I was a little bit ahead all this way, right? And then I finally got, like, boop, quite a bit ahead. Here's where I went down and I was sick, and then I was just way ahead. I'm 6,000 words just about ahead of where I should be right now. Okay, so I have to be super quick because my battery's dying, but I think that this is it for my Nanowrimo vlog, because I'm done with this and I'm going to move on to, like, editing and, like, outlining my next book. So, thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you want to see more like this, and like it if you did enjoy it. Thanks for, like, coming along. Like, this is, like, a crazy journey, and I'm so excited that I got to document it.